Seahawks Stadium at Anacortes High School in Anacortes, Washington. This is Seahawks Soccer on AHS Live.
The senior wide receiver, number 5, Hayden John.
Ready pizza? I'm racing against the clock. Thanks. Hey!
And a sophomore running back, number 32, Brock Beener. Now again, once again, welcome to tonight's Northwest Conference game. Now would you please rise, remove your hats for the playing of our national anthem. Tonight's anthem is being performed by the Anacortes High School Band, led by Mr. Chris Dial. Thank you. And now let's get ready and play some Northwest Conference football.
Good evening, folks, and welcome to Friday Night Lights. Tonight's matchup is against the Lakewood Cougars and your Anacortes Seahawks. My name's Jacob Dickinson.
And my name's Parker Mong.
And what an electrifying matchup tonight. You have the Anacortes Seahawks off of a road win against Archbishop Murphy, and Lakewood off of a road loss against Burlington Edison.
Should be a very good matchup tonight, Jacob. We're very excited. First football broadcast of the year for the Rock. Should be a good one.
Yes, historical night indeed for the year, this school year. Looks like the Lakewood Cougars are kicking off. And it is Arturo Varela and Felipe Luavanos back to receive for the Seahawks.
Patrick is the kicker for the Cougars as this game is about to go underway.
Here's the kick. High kick. Fair catch by number 3. That's Landon Schaefer.
Yeah, great job by Landon, just controlling that kickoff, not letting the emotions get the best of him and dropping it. He probably doesn't see the kick that often, but that was a good job.
No, he does not. This is a very smart heads-up play to call that a fair catch. The Seahawks have it on their own 35-yard line.
Yeah, as we mentioned, Lakewood coming off a loss against Burlington Edison, one of Seahawks rivals, so I'm sure they're hungry to come out here and get a win tonight, so it should be a very good game.
Player in motion. Rex rolls out, looking, fires deep, Hayden John. He catches it at the 30-yard line, and he's good! He's got green grass! That's a touchdown for the Seahawks!
Wow!
First play of the night. Way to set
grabs, you know, he just pulled that ball down out of there. What a great catch from the Idaho Vandal commit, Hayden John there.
Absolutely. You cannot go to a Seahawks game without seeing something special from him.
Yeah.
Senior this year already, committed to the Vandals, as Parker just said. Just an amazingly talented football player. Has never taken a rest day his entire life, his entire career. He is always working. Driving down to Seattle to get more reps. Seahawks are going for one here.
Yeah, so we have Cooper Barton up for the PAT.
And it's blocked by the Cougars. Well, I think they might have deserved that one after getting scored on so quickly.
Yeah.
Seahawks lead 6-0.
Definitely not the greatest start for Lakewood, and now it's about how, they can respond to that early pressure that now they're down 6-0.
Absolutely. It may just be a PAT, but any sort of momentum that a team can get, especially late in the game, can really change just the attitude of the players. Has so much control over their play style.
Yeah, and I don't even think we emphasize this enough. What a statement by the Seahawks coming out their, home field, and they just say, hey, we're going to take a shot, and just what confidence between Rex and the QB and Hayden John, the wide receiver. They just have that chemistry where Rex he's going to throw that ball 10 times out of 10 because he has faith in his receiver to go up and get that ball. So
definitely. If the Seahawks aren't running it up the middle, they're looking for that deep pass. Hayden John and Carson Ports, his two favorite targets. Carson's very good at a lot longer, deeper range, but Hayden, as you can see, can get those yards after catch and just run them in for a touchdown.
Yeah, not to mention John just has the speed that you want to see in an athlete. He was gone.
Here's the kick. Back to receive for the Cougars.
Pretty solid kick by Cooper Barton there.
That is John Michael Stringham receiving for the Cougars, and he is dragged down about the 20-yard line.
By number 22, Stray Fidel for the Seahawks. Cougars will take over
so
first and 10.
now the Cougars come out. Jacob, what do you think that we should expect from them tonight in terms of game plan? How do you see them beating the Seahawks tonight?
The Cougars, they are 0-1-2. That tie coming from Washington High School down in Tacoma, 12-12 2 weeks ago. Don't let that fool you. This is still a very skilled team. Their QB number 12, Evan Stacy, has just an amazing sense for the pocket, can sense that pressure easily and very quickly. The Seahawks are going to have a rough time sending blitzes to catch him off guard.
Yeah. Very good point there, Mike. Excuse me, Jacob.
The Cougars also like their screen plays and their mesh routes. You can see that they will oftentimes go in an empty set. That'll mean that there is only the quarterback in the backfield handing it off. Running
jet sweep. Wow.
Tackle.
Tackle.
At the line of scrimmage. There's now third down.
Yeah, Hayden John just meets him in the open field there. Just lays down the hammer. What a tackle by him.
As skilled as a receiver Hayden John is, he is not even committed to Idaho Vandals as a receiver, as a free safety, in fact, which is where he feels most comfortable out on the field.
About 8 yards to go.
Yeah.
Ball's at the 30-yard line.
Now we see the running back in the backfield for the Cougars.
We got two in the backfield. One in motion, runs out. Oh, almost picked off by the outside linebacker there.
That's number 7, Rylan Lang, screaming off the right side, just really coming for that quarterback.
And we have a Cougar player down at the 25-yard line, which looks like to be a knee injury. Yeah, the Seahawks defense has been very, very good over the past couple of years. Lost, obviously, Jake Shue last year as a outside linebacker and edge rusher type player, but there is always somebody coming off the bench ready to play. defensive line has done a great job over the past year, just really plugging up those gaps, forcing the plays outside for our DBs and corners to really clean things up.
That's number
59.
59 for the Cougars. That's Jimmy Conklin. Yeah, just we hope that he's all right, and hopefully he can get back into the game. As you know, that's the Seahawks do a very good job of getting past the D line or the O line, as you saw in that. So just that's
funky motion here for the Cougars punt. Here's the punt.
Arturo Varela.
Arturo Varela back to receive. He fumbles it. He's able to receive it, get it down just in time as the Cougars go and meet him down at the 26-yard line. And a flag down on potentially the Cougars here. See what that is about. Spot any foul play. Maybe the Seahawks were on the field too quickly.
Yeah, interesting. You can see the refs discussing what happened as they're pointing towards the ball spot. It looks as if they're coming back. I'm not really sure what happened there.
Looks like it's going to be a penalty on the Seahawks. Yeah. Potentially blocking back. Oh.
Dead ball foul on the Seahawks. Personal foul, 15-yard penalty.
So the Seahawks offense is the dynamic duo to their already stellar defense tonight. 113 total points up until this game, but now it is 119 after the first touchdown of the first play of this game. 50% of those points were scored against Port Angeles High School 2 weeks ago, where they shut them out 57-0. Rex preparing to snap. Port's in motion. Cuts back. Right back where he started. Here's the snap. Larson looking. He's got pressure. Throws on the run. Oh, Ports can't quite grab it down. Yeah, second down for the Seahawks on the 14-yard line.
Just a little bit high for his receiver,
Carson
Ports. Excuse me. I would also like to add that Hayden John is averaging 83.7 yards per game. So, he is a threat, and if I were the Cougars, that's the one person that you really need to take out of the game if you want a chance at winning. As you see, they weren't too prepared for it on the first drive, as Hayden just kind of burned him downfield, and Rex gave him a good ball. He was able to bring in. So that's Hayden John's 4th touchdown of the season.
Yes. No, Anacortes likes their air raid offense. They just have so many weapons in their receiver core. They have tremendous depth. But their running back, though, Brock Beener, is averaging 138 yards a game, which, as a sophomore, that is very impressive at the varsity level.
Yeah, Brock did a great job of backing up Jake Shue last year as a freshman, and I bet Shue really gave him some good tips as he's now at the next level at college. But Brock Beener, he's something. So definitely, I know he's young, he's an underclassman still, but he is someone that you got to watch out for.
Good talent. Seahawks trying to catch the Cougars off guard here. Change formation. Got 2 in the backfield. It's handed off to Brock Beener, who gains maybe a yard on the play. I've never seen that formation done by the Seahawks before. That must be new for this year. Have you seen that last game?
I haven't, but I'd just like to talk about the penalty that the Seahawks got on them, as now they've been backed up, and now it's second and about 15 now, and they're kind of in dangerous territory here.
Oh, absolutely.
Last game, Seahawks had to punt from their end zone, and actually that ball got blocked by Archbishop Murphy, and that was actually their only 2 points of the game. So this is definitely dangerous territory, but
Looks like we're going the other way.
Personal foul on
Penalty
Lakewood.
must have been on the Cougars.
15-yard penalty and Seahawks.
Yeah, personal foul. I'm not sure on who. That's just the information that we have.
You bring up that safety, Parker, with 119 points that the Seahawks have scored this season, this far. Only 9 have been scored against them. Just really shows how tremendous, how spectacular their defense is. You know, being dominant on both sides of the ball is crucial. Here's the snap, fake the handoff, looks deep for Hayden John, and he catches it about the 45-yard line. He's got green grass. He gets dragged down about the 20-yard line, 15-yard line. Wow. Seahawks, just like that, are in the red zone. What happens, I mean, in double coverage, he burns his 2 guys, and Rex is able to make that connection.
Gosh, what a duo we have here this year. You know, they clearly are clicking as, you know, 2 pass plays. You know, I mean, we've only thrown 3 times. First one was a touchdown. Second one was incomplete to Cole Ports. But this one, again, just wow. Rex he's on tonight. Clearly is. He's just hitting his receiver downfield. Hayden John. Wow.
Yeah, high school football, you usually want to run the ball up A gap until the defense can prove itself that it can stop the run. But looks like tonight that it's going to be an air show tonight. And as I say that, Brock Beener right up the middle, A gap, and that's a touchdown for the sophomore running back. His first of the night.
Wow, that's his 7th touchdown of the season. If you want to talk about someone that's consistently scoring for the Seahawks and getting them good yards, it's Brock Beener.
Absolutely. Not only is he able to hit that A gap like you saw just there, he's not only fast but shifty. Seahawks like their outside zones, and he is able to hit those outside flats and able to just make a defender prove himself that he can make that tackle.
Yeah, and once he gets free, he's gone, you know?
Absolutely.
Second he gets into the second level, he just accelerates and just beats his men.
Dangerous speed there.
So that ball is muffed, actually.
Muff snap. He's dragged down.
Yeah, the
Seahawks 0 for 2 in the PATs tonight.
Yeah, unfortunately, just a little bit of a bad snap there. You know, and those points might come to haunt the Seahawks later if Lakewood can get something rolling a little bit here.
Absolutely. You can never be too confident in football at any level. Any time any team can see a moment to strike, they will get that momentum going in their way. And teams that should not lose to other teams will end up losing to them because a couple things will go bad in the 4th quarter, and players will start infighting, and who's blaming who, and it's just dangerous.
Yeah, hopefully the Seahawks can get that figured out. They haven't had too much problem with it. Cooper Barton has been their PAT kicker. I don't think he's attempted a field goal this whole season. If that tells you anything, it just shows that the Seahawks get into the red zone. They score.
They're either scoring or they're punting. Absolutely.
Now Cooper Barton is kicking off.
Cougars back to receive.
Man, those Seahawk uniforms, wow.
New for this year. Yes, a lot of folks were not too happy that the purple uniforms had kind of disappeared after the last 2 years, but they are back and better than ever, which they look very, very well with the black pants they got going on tonight.
Yeah, we do have a flag on the field. I saw that, ref about 50-yard line just hucked that thing in, and I just saw, the flag coming in 20 yards.
Is that penalty on the Seahawks?
I think it is. I did see on the left side of the field, I did see Arturo Varela get a really good hit on his man. Maybe stood over him too long, I'm not sure, but
blindside block.
yeah, definitely a good hit by him. forceful.
Cougars are moving upfield. Like I said before, the Cougars like their screens and their screen plays and mesh routes, but we haven't seen that yet tonight. But also they haven't been on offense a whole lot. The last time they were here, they ended up having to punt. Cougars are on their own 40.
Yeah, definitely. For the Lakewood Cougars, look out for Bakery Sonko, as he's averaging about 60 receiving yards a game. So number 10.
Cougars hand it off, run it outside. He's dragged down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 for the Cougars. Yeah, the Seahawks defense have so far proved themselves tonight. See if their success will continue for the rest of the game.
Yeah, the Lakewood Cougars, they've had a couple not so great games. As their home opener this season was against Stanwood, and they lost 42-0. So yeah,
as a first down for the Cougars.
That ball was tipped up in the air, but then brought back down. Good play by number 80.
The heads up play.
Kai Elwall.
Yeah, he's been a favorite target this year for the Cougars. Quarterback number 12. Haven't seen him run around the field a whole lot. He's usually pretty good at that, passing on the run. Dangerous game for your DBs and safeties. Seahawks send the pressure. He heaves one up, and it's a pick by number 6. That's Brady Beaner. Are they going to call it good? It looks like he was in.
Pass from Evan Stacy is incomplete.
And it looks like it is still Cougar ball.
He's second down for the Cougars.
Yeah, so they're bringing that one back.
47-yard line.
Great play by Beaner there. Just a little bit too close to the
sideline there.
Sideline, yeah.
Absolutely. Now, Coach Dumas, the defensive coordinator, has always said through my 3 years of playing is that once the ball's in the air, it's our ball just as much as it is the offense's. Stacy drops back. He's one up. Almost picked off again.
Rylan Lang there. Almost got a hold of that one, but he was being blocked by a Lakewood offensive lineman.
Can definitely see when those plays run well for the Cougars. They get 10, 12-yard gains off something like that. But even the 5 and the 6, if you can just chip your way down the field, burn down that clock, you have maybe 2 possessions in the quarter, and you control the ball game that way.
Yeah, Seahawks doing a great job getting to the quarterback here.
Absolutely. A lot of preparation into this game, it looks like. Seahawks have covered those meshes and screens very well, as you can see, and almost picked there right in the flats. That's usually the spot where the receiver sits down and he's usually wide open. There isn't a guy around him for another 3 yards.
Yeah, I'd like to add that Brady Beaner, he almost had that pick on the sideline, but he has 2 interceptions this season already. He leads the Seahawks with 2 interceptions. He almost had a 3rd one there, and then he's actually the only one that's gotten any interceptions in all the games. So Rylan Lang almost got one of his own there.
Well, there you go.
Seahawks doing a great job of getting to the quarterback. Is people like Garrett Bickley, who are averaging about 5 tackles a game, are just right on the line, just going for it.
Absolutely, those big hogs inside. And Stacey looks to throw out number 19. That is Ben Nuss. Can't quite bring it in. It's 4th down now, and it's like the Cougars are going to have to punt.
Arturo Varela back again to receive for the Seahawks. He kind of missed his punt, or the previous punt, a little bit, so let's see the adjustment he makes here. Hopefully he can bring this one in and just keep it clean that way. Lakewood Cougars don't have a chance of getting it back.
Absolutely. High punt. Lands about the 22-yard line. Stays in bounds. It's like Seahawks ball on their own 21.
The kick is down by number 16.
Well, the Seahawks have scored the last 2 times they were out on the field.
Yeah, they're definitely looking very dominant in this quarter, as they're getting, the Lakewood Cougars haven't really had a chance or a big play where they get down the field. Seahawks have got 2 of them already, and just it wouldn't surprise me. I mean, they're a little bit close to their end zone, but it wouldn't surprise me if they go out and take another shot here, as they're definitely playing a risk.
Absolutely. And to tip my hat to the 5 Hogs up front, the offensive line doing a great job giving quarterback Rex Larson enough time to get the ball away and opening up those gaps for running back Brock Beener, as we saw last possession in the red zone. It was an easy touchdown. He didn't have a defender anywhere close to him to tackle.
Yeah, I'd also like to point out that the Seahawks did just sub in their fullback, Elias Quintano, for Landon Schaefer there. So you might be wanting to expect a run play on this first play as he comes in.
Yeah, probably a bang or a trap, something inside. Just pound that defensive end coming off the corner or the outside linebacker. Just give your quarterback or running back a little bit more room without a defender right on their heels.
Yeah, the Seahawks doing a great job in both their drives establishing the trenches, and just really giving Brock Beener a room to run, creating great gaps for him.
Yep. Here's the snap. It's pitched out to Carson Ports. He's got room.
Reverse. Wow.
He's at the 40, the 50, 45, 40. Pushed out of bounds at the Cougars' 35-yard line.
Great reverse play from the Seahawks there. Definitely had Lakewood fooled, as a little bit more than half of their players on the field were on the opposite side of the field, which just had great room for Carson Ports to run. And man, does he have some speed, as he just blew by a couple defenders. He kind of got the edge there, got a couple, maybe an extra 10 yards.
Absolutely.
There.
And great block by Chase Mole there to really open up that lane out that right side, that right field there, to a very, very large gain here for the Seahawks.
Yeah, and the Seahawk wide receiver is also doing a good job blocking down the field and getting Carson those extra blocks to help go a little bit further on.
Yeah, gum up those defenders. Playing receiver isn't always just, catching the ball. You got to do your part in blocking. Rex motions Brock out of the backfield. Here's the snap. He's looking. He's got protection. He's got a man chasing. Rolls out. Throws to Ports. He catches it about the the Cougars' 26-yard line. And that looks like to be second down for the Seahawks.
Yeah, the Seahawks on these last couple drives, they've been doing a pretty good job of protecting their quarterback, Rex Larson. I did hear from him today that if he has to go out and scramble and pick up some yards, that they are fully letting him go. So he is, as much as he likes to throw the ball, be looking for him to use his legs.
Yeah, he has not done that too often, but when he has, he uses them wisely. Not biting off too much, biting off more than he can chew type situation, always being smart with sliding and just getting down. Here's Brock Beener up the middle. Gets tripped up by his own players. Gain of about 5 or 7 on the play.
Yeah, he looked like he needed to hurdle over the line just to get positive yards there. And, fortunately he did get positive yards, but, couldn't stay on his feet. But, when you're in the air like that,
it's not a whole lot you can do.
Not a whole lot you can do.
No. Well, the Cougar defense is looking a little rough, not having any answers for the run or the throw or the pass, tonight. So
yeah,
Seahawks are definitely going to capitalize on that this evening. We have a tighter formation here. Potentially a outside zone.
looks as if they do
Snap.
have.
Larson drops back. Ducks under. He's running now. He's gaining a couple yards. Jukes one defender. Jukes another. Dragged down about the 7-yard line. There's those legs, Parker, you were just talking about. He's scanning the field, can't see anybody, and steps up, sees more green grass, steps up again, and just it's off to the races at that point.
Yeah, Larson just, he's looking out there, and he just looks up and he sees two guys just coming towards him, and he just, he did a great job of avoiding the sack, really, and then, using his legs there, as you were saying, Jacob, but also doing a good job of, not, meeting a tackle, really, and not getting just absolutely crushed, as, he wants to protect himself as much as possible.
No, the Seahawks cannot afford to lose their starting quarterback. Backup tonight would be Brady Beaner. There's a pass to Hayden John. Stiff arms one defender, dragged down just outside of the end zone there at the 2-yard line.
Pass is complete to number 5, Hayden John.
Yeah,
Less than 4 minutes and 30 seconds left in the first quarter here.
First screenplay we've sort of seen from the Seahawks. They're definitely looking to go down the field, but great play by them right there.
Absolutely.
As now they are well within scoring range here.
And they have proven thus far.
Yeah, they are just outmatching the Lakewood defense right now. They definitely have got to make some adjustments soon if they want to chance it crawling back into this game at all.
Definitely. Man in motion, right up the middle. And that's Brady with another touchdown, his second of the night. And the sophomore running back.
Yeah, he really looked to be almost tripped up there, and his back was actually to the offensive lineman, but he just kind of turns it around and just sneaks in, powering through the quarterback who's for the Lakewood Cougars, who's actually playing defense right now as well.
No, did not see that too often at the high school level, and definitely not in college and pro.
Yeah, now we're seeing Cooper Barton back to kick again. Hopefully, they can get one of these balls through the uprights.
Third time's the charm, right? Here's Cooper.
It looks
and
to be
the point after is good.
Good kick from Cooper Barton. Looks like their special teams are kind of getting it down. Wow, Jacob, just 3 drives from the Seahawks, 3 touchdowns.
3 touchdowns, and finally a point after. It is going to be a long night for the Cougars and an even longer bus ride home.
Yeah, if they can't get something going here soon, because at the moment, Seahawks are just kind of running away with it, as we're not seeing a lot of offense or defense from the Cougars at all.
No, their team just looks to be in shambles right now. I know as probably in the coaching position, you're just pulling your hair out at this point in the night, but there's still a lot of game left to be played. So
yeah,
we could see something get put together in the back few quarters of this game.
Yeah, we are not even through the first quarter, so if that tells you anything, 1, the Seahawks are kind of dominating right now, but 2, there's a lot of time left to be played. There's a lot of game left to be played. There's a lot of things that have to happen on both sides.
Absolutely. Pretty full crowd tonight. Got neon theme for the high school students, and a fair amount of parents and fans in the stands tonight.
Yeah, Friday nights, am I right? There's no better place to be than a football field.
Absolutely. Absolutely. There's Cooper Barton with the kickoff.
Wow, he really punches that one. Actually catches the Lakewood player off guard as
it's a live ball now. It's
and
down in their own end zone, so that's going to put them at the 20-yard line.
Yeah, an interesting thing, Jacob. I don't know if you can explain that for us, but that ball was pretty clearly touched out of the end zone. Then he comes back and takes a knee. So what's the consensus behind that?
Yeah, if a player receives a kick or in their end zone and they take a knee, they automatically get put at the ball gets automatically placed at the center of the field on their own 20-yard line. So if the kicking team is sending down full force and you may catch it at the 5-yard line and you can't can't get a few more yards out of that, it's better just to take a knee.
Yeah, so I guess he just didn't have full possession of that ball, which is why he was able to go back into his own end zone and take that knee, even though he'd already touched it.
And
I think we got
something going on. Quarterback number 12, Evan Stacy, the starter for most of the night and this far, and just about picked off by the defensive end there.
I think it actually changes. Now we have Matthias.
Is that Matthias Siva out there?
Matthias Siva actually out now, playing quarterback. They switched it up, 2 times down the field so far. It just hasn't worked. So
No.
guess they had to, change their game plan a little bit. See if this other quarterback can kind of help them out. As there's another screen pass,
And that looks to be picked off by the Seahawks.
Yeah.
In Cougar territory. Wow.
I think that was Rylan Lang who got that ball. Yes, he did. Wow. So he almost had one earlier on the exact same play, a screen pass like that, but this time he actually comes up with it. So great pick by Rylan Lang. He is phenomenal on the defensive side, getting pressure to the quarterback, but also, as you're seeing here, he can cover a little bit too, as, that ball kind of just floated into his hands, but good catch by him.
Absolutely. You can tell that the Seahawks have been practicing this week just for these types of plays. Highlights of the Cougars' previous games showed that those were the types of plays that were getting them yards and were getting them down the field, but the Seahawks are not going to let that happen tonight. Rex steps back, fires,
Takes a shot.
sees Ports out in the middle of the field, dragged down about the 6-yard line.
Good throw by Rex Larson, taking his time as the offensive line giving him lots of time to think and just make a throw. And really great throw from Rex, finding the open man.
Great job seeing the seam in that offense and that defense there, and not throwing it too early, not throwing it too late, just in that soft squishy section there between the coverages, just finding that open man. Defense isn't communicating. It'll be an open guy there every time.
As now the Seahawks are first and goal again.
Fourth time, handed off to Brock Beener. He gets about 4 yards on the play.
Yeah, as we mentioned before, now it's second and goal, but the Seahawks do not kick field goals very often, so definitely be looking for them to get a touchdown here,
Absolutely.
as they are kind of just dominating the Lakewood defense right now.
I don't think there's even a kind of in there needed. They are absolutely dominating them tonight.
Just pretty unfortunate for Lakewood. You drive down here about 40 minutes, they're preparing and all week, and this is just kind of how it goes to start.
A drop pass by Ports there. Beautiful throw by Larson. Ports just couldn't quite reel it in. No, being on the receiving end of games like these, your spirits are low, and that 40-minute car ride feels like 40 hours. Nobody wants to say anything. It seemed like they don't care about the loss, but it's just nothing you can do sometimes.
Yeah, definitely an unfortunate bus ride back home if they do end up losing here. As now Seahawks line up, third and goal here.
Schaefer in motion. Hand it off to Beener. Gain of another 2 yards on the play.
As now they're at fourth and goal here, but I can't imagine the Seahawks want to come all the way down the field and kick a field goal if they're at the 2-yard line. They do have some very powerful offensive linemen up front that hopefully can set blocks for the Seahawks to.
Larson under center here. Quarterback dive, and it looks like they got it. It's Larson's first touchdown of the night, maybe of the season.
Yes, now we're hearing Seahawk power from the student section as they are definitely fired up to be seeing their team doing this well so far.
Yes. There is no other feeling in the world than standing in the student section of a high school football game. Friday nights, your school's done, you got the weekend coming up, you're hanging out with your friends. It is just an unreal atmosphere.
Yeah, Rex Larson not doing a whole lot of running this season, as before this game he's only accumulated about 10 yards of running. So he definitely likes to sit in the pocket, take his time and make throws, kind of like Tom Brady. I mean, he's a little bit younger, a little bit more agile there, but
Absolutely.
That is his first rushing touchdown of the season. So,
And another PAT hammered in by Cooper Barton. It's like the special teams coach, Sean Clancy, gave a real good talking to the players there, and they're starting to put it together.
yeah, as now Lakewood's huddled over there trying to get some offense going. It takes about one real good pass play to get their offense going and maybe get down the field.
Absolutely. Just, like I've said before, that mood switch on the sideline and out on the field. Just playing with confidence and knowing that you're playing well.
Yeah, 100%. Seahawks kicking off for, I believe, the fourth time.
Fourth time?
So
Oh, I've lost count.
yeah, good kickoffs from the Seahawks so far. They kind of had a little bit of a problem with it at their last home game. A couple of them just very short, but tonight Cooper Barton doing a very good job of getting it down the field and forcing Lakewood to maybe return some or just kick it out of his own end zone.
Definitely. Kick fumbled a little bit by the Cougars. He's brought down about his 21-yard line.
Yeah, number 7, Rylan Lang flying down the field, making a tackle there. Good job on his part, and just wrapping him up. Lakewood kind of had a problem with that kick as well, as it kind of just gets it on the ground. Fortunate that they could recover. And just, definitely don't want to panic in that situation, because the second that, you start panicking, everything kind of just goes. And you just forget about it a little, or you just forget what you're supposed to do and pick up the ball.
QB1, number 12, Evan Stacy back in the game after a leave of absence last drive. It's the Cougar snap, looks to throw, doesn't have enough height, bounces off the ground before the receiver can reel it in.
Yeah, at this point, Cougars don't really have a lot to lose here, so they're definitely going to be looking to take shots down the field or shots anywhere if it means that they can get some positive yardage here.
And we may find that works if the Seahawks keep loading that box and sending the pressure. The Cougars are able to get that ball out quickly. And there's only, 2 guys out there in the field to tackle the ball carrier at that point. There's room to run there. Another pass play, caught by the Cougars, dragged down.
Good wrap-ups by Brady Beener and Hayden John, kind of both getting that tackle there.
Definitely. Looks to be 3rd and 2 for the Cougars. Let's see how they handle a situation like this. I don't believe they have been in one since the start of the game. That just quick pass to the open man in the flats seemed to have been working for them, so we may see more of that this evening. Here's the snap. Stacy looks to throw. Screen pass. That's Cougar yard. He's at the 50, brought down at the Seahawk 49. Number 22.
42, actually. It was Jamichael Lagore with that run. Definitely a big play for the Cougars. We haven't seen a whole lot of those, but hopefully for them that can get their offense kind of started and get it going. They've done a good job of, getting, in the flat. They've been doing a good job of getting good yards.
Seeing that
there.
open man and getting the ball to him.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. You don't need those 50, 60-yard passes to win football games. It's just chipping your way down the field, eating that clock up, and a pick almost by Brady Beaner there.
Yeah, the Seahawks really good defensively, as Jacob already mentioned. No, not a lot of teams score a lot of points on them, and so
No,
yeah.
not at all. Well, a little over 30 seconds left in the first quarter here.
Yeah, the Lakewood Cougars, in their district, they're actually, or in the district, they're actually ranked 6th as
Quarterback rolls out. He's looking to carry. Brought down behind the line of scrimmage. Cougar loss of a yard.
as they've lost one conference game in conference, and that was against Burlington. But now, yeah.
No gain on the play. You third down to 10. Ball got the Seahawks 48.
Cougar huddle. Looks like there may be a timeout.
It's the end of the first
Yeah,
quarter
that's
play.
actually the end of the
The
quarter.
Seahawks 26,
So
the Cougars 0.
we're probably going to go to commercial break
Now introducing
very shortly now,
Cheer Squad.
and we'll be back soon for the second quarter of football.
First cheer like to introduces Holly Berard.
Actually, now it looks like we're introducing the cheer team down there. A lot of them. Tonight they have a big squad. It's good to see. A lot of school spirit over there.
Absolutely.
Now we're going to commercial.
Hey, I need a hot and ready pizza. I'm racing against the clock. Thanks.
Where are you? Walk in and walk out at Little Caesars with hot and ready slices and sticks from 4 to 8 p.m. Pizza, pizza.
The Rockfish Grill is a Northwest favorite, serving fresh local seafood, tasty wood-fired pizzas, and a large selection of signature sandwiches and burgers. They proudly pour 16 draft handles of Anacortes beer made right next door at the Anacortes Brewery. Family-friendly, live music every week, there's something for everybody at the Rockfish Grill. For more info, visit them on Facebook or at anacortesrockfish.com. The Rockfish Grill and Anacortes Brewery on the corner of 4th and Commercial in beautiful downtown Anacortes.
This game, the Seahawks lead 26-0. That was the first play of the second half.
A quick play there by the Cougars and a gain of 9 yards. Be 4th down.
Yeah.
See if they. Looks like they're going to go for it.
Yeah, not a whole lot to lose, Jacob, now that this game is pretty high scoring.
Now in a situation like these, you need these desperate points.
Yeah, just hopefully converting.
Cougars trying to get the Seahawks to jump off sides there. Hawks don't budge, forcing the Cougars to burn a timeout.
Yeah, now should be interesting. It doesn't look like their punt team is coming on, so definitely looks like they want to try and pick up this 4th down here.
Yeah, pick up that 1st down. This short yardage. Just pound that A gap. Give just lead blocker, hand the ball off to the running back and let them do their magic. They're some big boys up front there for the Cougars. Surprised we haven't seen a whole lot of run plays from them.
Yeah. Cougars really need this 4th down here. This is the furthest that they've gotten on any drive so far, so they really want to capitalize on the fact that they are now on the other side of the field.
Definitely. These are the momentum switches I was talking about, the momentum shifts that all a team needs is a couple good drives, and they're back in a game.
Yeah, and if you're the Seahawks, you don't want to...
Quick pass, batted down by Chase Mull. Cougars cannot convert that 1st down.
Yeah,
It'll
and
be Seahawks ball on their own 40.
if you're the Seahawks, you don't want to get too cocky, you know, because the second that you start thinking, oh, you know, this game's a little bit out of hand, you know, that's when mistakes start happening. So, you know, I'm sure their Coach Ports, has been telling them, you know, stay focused. You know, this is good opportunity to simulate game situation and everything like that. So definitely don't be thinking that the Seahawks are going to just run the ball the rest of the game. They're definitely going to look to
No, like
score.
you said, it is going to be pedal to the metal for all 4 quarters of this game. I don't think the Seahawks have shown any signs of giving up. Player in motion here. Handoff, jet sweep.
Brady
Breaks
Beaner.
a tackle. Breaks another tackle. Brought down just a couple yards short of the first down. It'll be about the 51-yard line.
In the tackle for the Cougars, number 7, Braden Bort. And number 82.
Yeah.
Have not seen a whole lot of outside screen zone pass runs like that. They seem to be working. That's the thing about the Seahawks offense, is they have too many tricks to pull out of the hat just to play for any situation, and the players know how to execute them perfectly.
Yeah, definitely. Seahawks just have so many weapons, you know. It's hard to cover them all.
Yep. Schaefer in motion. Over. Here's the snap. Rex looks to pass. Waiting. Fires. Carson Port's open in the middle of the field. Reels it in about the 28-yard line. It's a big gain for the Seahawks. First down and many more.
Yeah, Seahawks, you know, definitely, you know, it's still early in the game. There's been a lot of points put up on their end, but they are just still looking to just keep taking shots down the field, just really showing off their receivers. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, just come out here Friday nights, take this game by the horns, and, you know, lead it where you want to. Seahawks have definitely controlled the pace of this game. Here's the snap, handed off to Beaner. He gets yards, and the ball is jarred loose. Seahawks look to be able to recover.
Wow, good hit by that Lakewood player. I'm not really sure who that was, but really good hit on their part as that ball just flew out of Beaner's hands.
Yes, a couple plays like that last week for Lakewood against Burlington. A couple key moments, being able to drag down a quarterback. He lost the ball, and again punched out the ball of the running back, and were able to recover.
Yeah, the Seahawks haven't seen a whole lot of fumbles really this year out of them, so they do a pretty good job of holding on to the ball.
It's like we have a flag, possibly false start on the Seahawks.
False start on the Seahawks. That's a 5-yard penalty.
False start. Back them up 5.
24-yard line.
Second and about 6 here now for the Seahawks. But these types of situations have proved to be minor bumps in the road to victory tonight.
Do you think that 5 yards changes their play call a little bit, Jacob? What do you think about that?
Absolutely. Short yardage there. You know, you think you get closer to the end, to the red zone, you know, closer in the red zone. It really just adjusts what plays need to be called. And that is a touchdown for Landon Schaefer, his first of the night.
It's actually Rylan Lang.
Is that Rylan Lang?
Yeah,
Excuse
touchdown
me.
Rylan Lang there. Great pass from Rex Larson, but also just as good of a catch from Rylan Lang there as he just reels that one in. Kind of an athletic effort there as he dives for that ball as we go to replay there. Nice job holding on to it, too, as he hits the ground pretty hard.
And a pancake there from the offensive lineman. Looked like, couldn't quite see who it was. It's Cooper Barton.
And now
PAT.
Lang is actually out there holding this snap for Cooper Barton.
Barton's able to drive that through the uprights. 7:57 in the second quarter, and the score is 33-0 Seahawks.
Yeah, Seahawks, really doing a great job of executing their offense,
And no
Obviously-
signs of stopping.
Yeah, obviously the air raid is really working for them as they are just ball after ball going deep. Just great accuracy from Rex Larson as well, as not a lot of balls have really gotten away from him.
No.
Or gotten away from his receivers.
And the confidence, too, to make some of those passes into double coverage. When you have your wide receivers aren't only just players, but athletes just able to beat their man, gives that quarterback a sense of security to lead them a little bit, and like Ryland just proved in the end zone, they're able to lay out for those passes.
Yeah, he's doing a really good job of making his reads, making the reads to be able to throw to those open receivers tonight.
Absolutely. And the offensive line doing a great job of giving him time back there. He's been able to sit back there, 3-4 seconds at a time, and that speaks volumes to how well these players are coached to, not just block their guy for a couple seconds and say, well, okay, my job's done. Just to keep blocking, play until that whistle gets blown.
Yeah, it's everything you could ask for if you're a quarterback.
Seahawk kick. Lakewood receives. Brings it up. Dragged down about the 28-yard line.
Yeah. Great job by the Seahawks of, containing the returner and not letting him get too many yards there.
The Seahawk defense takes the field. A lot of these players stay out, play both sides of the ball, not only offensive defense, but special teams as well. As Ryland Lang, not only a defensive player, but a receiver and the placeholder for PATs and field goals.
Yeah, 100%. Now, Lakewood Cougars
Cougar in
come on
motion.
again.
Hand it off. Drag down. The gain about 1 on the play.
Yeah. What adjustments, Jacob, do you think need to be made for the Lakewood Cougars to kind of succeed in this? I mean, obviously, we still have time left in this second quarter, but
the Seahawks have been sending pressure all game, and if you run one good screen pass there, send those big boys up front to go block up field.
Oh wow.
Big hit there. Ryland Lang. No, a few good screen passes to find that seam between the front four and the backers. Just the Cougars usually like that, as those small plays, just chipping away the clock, marching their way down the field. But we have not seen that a whole lot tonight.
Yeah.
It's now 3rd and 9 for the Cougars on their own 30.
Yeah, they're just really hoping to complete something here, hopefully get a first down.
Yes.
Here's
the snap. Quick screen pass there. Ball's loose. Looks like it's out of bounds.
As
4th down for the Cougars.
The referee also got ran down there a little bit. Hope he's all right as he's on the ground right now.
I got to take care of your zebras out there. They may not like the refs or the calls they make, but they keep the players safe, and that's all that matters.
Yeah, and hopefully he's all right.
He looks to be doing well. Back out. Not a whole lot of times you see that referee, excuse me, getting ran over like that.
Yeah, they usually have a pretty good job of spatial awareness. As you know, they're looking all over the field for calls and everything like that.
Not Seahawks lineman posing for a couple pictures down there on the sideline. Must think the game's over.
So now Arturo Varela is back to receive this punt again for the Seahawks. He hasn't, I mean, he's
proven himself to be a consistent punt receiver and punt returner.
Yeah, hopefully he can. Lakewood Cougars do a pretty good job of actually letting their punter have a lot of time to punt that ball off and maybe get it a little bit further and let their guys run down the field a little bit more, as you'll see here.
Yep.
Not really giving Arturo Varela a good chance to.
Here's the punt.
Get it.
Way outside. It's going to look like it's going to roll back to about the Seahawk 30.
Good punt there, as I was about from maybe around
15-yard line.
Yeah.
The third roll to about the 25.
Yeah, good roll there.
You can see that the punter for the Cougars doesn't just take the ball and kick it immediately. He sits there and waits for a second, waits for his blockers out in front, and really just sends the ball to the opposite side of the field where the Seahawk returner is.
Yeah, it's now Seahawks are back out on offense. They've been really good at just being productive out there, you know, and hitting their receivers, getting good runs in. So now Arturo Varela is actually in the backfield. This is the first time we've seen him in the backfield for this game.
See, and he gets the ball. Dragged down about the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Well, the Seahawks have scored every time they've possessed the ball this game. Let's see if the Cougars were able to make some quick adjustments to their defense to see if they can put an end to the reign of terror that is the Seahawks offense tonight.
Yeah, I also add Arturo Varela averages about 64 yards a game for the Seahawks.
Yeah, the depth that the Seahawks have is just amazing to what they're able to do outfield. You know, they can put their second string guy in and still get some results out of it. Flag on the play.
Great catch by Varela there. We did see those flags though, so that might have either been a free play or
may have been holding on the right tackle there.
Yeah.
Mason Weaver.
Seahawks doing a really good job of, you know, not a whole lot of penalties. This actually on both teams, honestly. Both teams haven't really had too many penalties.
No, there were a couple there in the first quarter off I believe a kickoff and a punt, but other than that, there's been a very, very tame game, and that looks like it was holding on the Seahawks.
Yeah, both teams playing pretty fundamentally sound.
Absolutely.
Great pass by Rex Larson there, actually. As you saw, he was on the run there. Kind of just threw it off his back foot as he's running, but
and a great job by Varela there to reel that in as a defensive player's right there on his hip.
Yeah.
Seahawks in a bunch formation here. Ports in motion to fake the sweep. It's a little bit of a different screenplay here.
Back to Brady Beaner.
Looks like they don't get a whole lot. Well, got a few yards out of it. I can't see the field very well here. About a gain of 8 on the play.
Because now it is 3rd and about 2, I think.
Yes, 3rd and 2.
Yeah.
Line of scrimmage, ball placed on the Seahawk 33-yard line.
Yeah, might I add, the Seahawks have not failed on a third down conversion this whole game yet, so.
It's a snap. Arturo gets the ball up the middle, and that's a first down for the Seahawks.
Yeah, great job of keeping the chains moving there. You know, they've been scoring with the big plays, but now, you know, it kind of looks like they're doing a pretty good job of, you know.
Seahawks are looking to wind down the clock a little bit here. Focus on those shorter passes and handing the ball off. Hopefully make this possession last a little bit longer. Potentially only give the Cougars one possession before the beginning of the end of the first half.
Yeah, Rex Larson is no stranger to the quarterback position. He's been playing ever since, you know, his junior years, even but like before high school. And as a freshman, he actually got to see some snaps too.
Yep.
So he is
Lakewood
definitely
sends
very
pressure.
experienced.
Larson rolls out. He's looking to run now. Slides down at the 43-yard line.
Yeah, good job, Rex Larson's part, protecting himself. You know, this game, it's, you know, Seahawks 33-0. You don't want your starting quarterback getting hurt, and he's definitely mature enough to realize that, you know, he doesn't want to be hurt either.
No, there's no playing hero ball from the young quarterback. It's like head coach Ports really driving home the hand signals there. See what happens.
2nd and 4 here. Now.
Here's a snap. Quick handoff to Varela there, but gummed up right in the middle.
Yeah,
Gain of maybe 1.
Definitely not a lot of room there, but
no, these are exactly the types of plays you want late in the first half here.
just kind of chewing the clock down a little bit and making, you know,
Yep.
kind of tiring out that Lakewood defense too, you know, just running the ball over and over and over,
Yep.
making them make a stop.
Yeah, Seahawks taking their time with the play clock.
Good coaching on Ports' part.
A lot of strategy in football that a lot of people may not realize. Here's a snap. Handoff to Varela again. He's taken down. Ball may be loose. Gain of maybe 1 on the play.
The ball's down. So it'll be 4th down for the
Excuse me,
Seahawks.
gain of 2 is now 4th and 1.
3 yards on the play. It'll be 4th down and 1. The ball's placed at the
Now this is the first time we've seen the Seahawks punt crew this game. I already added it in earlier, but the only points that Archbishop Murphy scored on Anacortes was that safety. So
Yep. And they fake the punt. John to run it outside. He gets the first down, a few more yards. Not only an excellent free safety and receiver, but also the team punter.
yeah, really good job on Seahawks there, you know, recognizing that, you know, Lakewood was kind of getting back ready to receive that punt. And there was a whole lot of room on that right sideline for John to run, and he recognized that. So great job on his part. Heads up play by the coaching staff, recognizing that as well.
Exactly. Haven't seen a whole lot of trick plays from the Seahawks. I know they have a few tricks up their sleeves, but they don't use them a whole lot. You don't want to run your trick plays too often and let other teams know the signs and what to look for.
Seriously.
Larson heaves one downfield, almost reeled in by the receiver, number 6. That is Brady Beaner, Brock's twin brother.
Both of them are just phenomenal athletes. They excel at football and basketball later on in the year, but both are very, very good athletes, very fast.
Yes, talented, gifted athletes. That,
It's good to have them around.
It
if
is.
You're a Seahawks fan.
It is. Seahawks are lining up. It's Brock in the backfield now. Here's the snap. Fake the handoff. Quick pass to number 3 there. That's Landon Schaefer. He gets
running.
a few yards.
Yeah,
First
great
down.
running as he picks up that first down. But there is a flag on the play, so possibly a holding over there. There was someone blocking for Schaefer.
No, nothing worse than running down the field and using all that energy and making a touchdown and turning around and see that yellow flag on the ground and your offensive line or your running back looking around like they didn't do anything. No, Seahawks are going to get backed up now. It's now 2nd and 12.
Yeah, I think the other thing that I've kind of noticed is that the Seahawks, they don't want to turn the ball over. They don't want to go punt it.
No, they do not.
There's actually not a lot of time left either. So hopefully the Seahawks probably looking to go get one more score before.
No, the Seahawks get the ball and they're looking to score. Here's Larson with the connection to Hayden John. Hayden John able to carry his man for another 5 yards. Dragged down about the 2-yard line, 2-yard line.
What a play by Rex Larson there. It's now Seahawks are in very good position to score again. Great running throw there. Man, his accuracy is just impressing us up in the booth.
It's phenomenal. There's one thing seeing it on the field, and then there's another thing, standing up at an elevated position and just seeing him look around and finding that guy and just making that split-second decision to say, now he's open, now I throw.
Yeah,
Larson under center here.
Those throws are not easy.
Ports in motion, hand it off to Ports. He's quite not able to bring it in. I don't think there's any gain on the play.
So there's 1 second left on the clock. Should be interesting to see if the Seahawks elect to go for a field goal here, if they're just going to try to take a shot and score again.
Looks like they're looking to take a shot here, which I don't know if you can call it a shot when you're up 33-0.
Yeah, but bold play calling by Coach Ports here. He's seeing if his team can, kind of handle this kind of pressure situation. That's good to see.
Absolutely. These short yards here is the difference between making it to the championship and making it to the bus ride home. Ports in motion again.
As he rolls out.
Larson rolls out, looks to run it in himself.
And
that's his 2nd touchdown for quarterback Rex Larson.
Right at the end of the first half, too. What a way to cap off the end of this half now.
Absolutely phenomenal.
As Seahawks taking a very commanding lead here.
39-0 at the end of the first half. Still have to kick a PAT here.
But then I'm sure the Seahawks will go into the locker room very, very excited about their performance in this first half.
Oh, absolutely. No, the Seahawks have played almost every game like this of a large score differential.
Yeah.
There's Barton with the point after, and it is good. Score is 40-0 Seahawks here tonight at Rice Field against the Lakewood Cougars. We enjoy everybody here watching the game from wherever you are, either at home, on the road, in town, down the street, across the country. We're happy to be able to bring you these games.
Yeah, especially also the Lakewood fans that couldn't be here. We're very happy that you guys are tuning in and getting to see your team play.
Absolutely. I know we are unable to travel for games to broadcast, but other clubs being able to televise these games really makes it easier to enjoy the games for wherever you are.
As now the band is about to come on and perform their halftime performance.
Looks like we have some junior cheerleaders joining the high schoolers tonight.
Entering the field is the Anacortes High School Marching Band. Their field show is
6th
Take
grade.
Me Home, Country Roads, made famous by John Denver and arranged for band by Matt Conaway. Tonight's student field conductor is Isaac Briefer. Staff includes assistant coach Cart Nelson and band director Christopher Dial. Please join me in welcoming the Anacortes High School Marching Band. Isaac Briefer, is your band ready? The Anacortes High School Marching Band. And now taking the field for your halftime entertainment are the 2022 Anacortes Youth Cheerleaders. And now introducing your Anacortes Youth Cheerleaders. Paisley Bond, Hayden Clark, Kylie Goyer, Claire Green, Mila Larson, Sarai Quintino, Maddie Snyder, Ava Soaps, Ali Soltero, Violet Starr, Aubrey White, Audrey Ramsdell, Macy Arnold, Casey Bonilla Espino, Sophia Hansen, Stella Jennings, Madison Jones, Carolyn Lowe, Sadie Lust, Brooklyn Maybar, Kaisley Morris, Malin Morris, Kaylin O'Connell, Mahala Thomas, Olivia Salin, Jacqueline Deacon, Hazel Foss, Audrey Dickinson, Ava Arnold, Raylan Esterholt, Jade Jennings, Macy Jones, Mila McKee Valeza, Olivia McLaren, Emery Noyes, Ashlyn Rucker, Malia Sandy, Mercedes Sandry, Sarah Stalling, Rowan Steffen, Amelia Thomas, Peyton Urbach, Sydney Waters. The coaches are Becca Morris, Karma Ray, Olivia Lazan, Kaylin Metz, Aaron Clark, and Casey Olson. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give these girls a great round of applause. The 2022 Anacortes Youth Cheerleaders. Great job, ladies.
back, Seahawks families, friends, and fans. Here tonight at Rice Field under the Friday night lights is the Anacortes Seahawks versus the Lakewood Cougars. The Seahawks lead 40-0 after a very, very one-sided first half of this game.
Yeah, Seahawks doing a great job of doing what they do well, throwing the ball down the field, running the ball well. You know, that's just all you want to see.
Absolutely. All sides of the Seahawks team here is looking tremendous from.
Yeah. And here, as we're going to replays in a very, very short.
As the Seahawks take the field, running through their poster held up by the Anacortes cheer squad.
Just kind of.
Not only the Seahawks football senior night, but as well as the band and the cheer squad.
Yeah, and what a game for senior night as well, as the Seahawks doing a very good job of, you know,
controlling this game.
Yeah,
absolutely.
100%.
Going into warm-ups, I'm sure they're feeling good.
Yeah, and as you can see, Seahawks now being warmed up again, and then now we're seeing some replays here. As that was Hayden John earlier.
Tackled by Brady Beaner there.
Yeah, Seahawks.
Or Brock, excuse me.
Great catch by the Lakewood number 80 there, Kai Elwall. As you're going to see.
That was the almost interception by Rylan Lang.
And then Carson Ports on that really nice kind of trip reverse play there. Getting an open field and just, you know, using his legs and turning on those afterburners.
Yep. Rex Larson rolling out here.
Doing a good
throw
job.
on the run.
Doing a good job of protecting himself too. You know, not getting
Hayden John powering through the defenders to get into even closer touchdown range. Here's Brock Beaner
powering through, and there's Cooper Barton. Wow, man, that
nailing
kid,
it through the uprights.
Yeah, he can kick.
There's Carson Ports with the reception from Rex Larson with the pass. We're going to see a whole lot more of this in the next half of football here.
Yeah, and there was a great tackle from Hayden John, Brady Beaner there.
Very, very solid football from the Seahawks tonight. Hopefully they can keep this trend as they go on the road next week to face the Cedar Woolley Cubs,
who are also undefeated at the moment. Cubs should be a pretty good game.
Yeah.
It is away, so we are not broadcasting that one, but should be good.
Yeah, I believe that Cedar Woolley High School has their own broadcast club. We will look into that very quickly to see if we can get the game for you folks at home or the folks that cannot travel.
As well as Lakewood, who's playing Archbishop Murphy next week at home, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, they're playing at home, so.
And then the week following that Cedar Woolley game is another home game for the Seahawks.
Yeah,
it is our homecoming game against Seahome.
So that will be our next football broadcast. We have some other broadcasts too, but we will be sure definitely to remind you that
October 7th, you can look forward to that date.
Yeah,
it'll be on the Anacortes High School Live YouTube channel. Some stunts from the cheer squad down there.
As well as the band playing. They had a very good halftime show.
The band is sounding phenomenal this year.
A lot of hard work there. And good teaching from the band instructor and director, Chris Dial.
As now we see the Lakewood Cougars running back onto the field in the second half. Now, Jacob, what did they need to do to maybe go get some points on the board, you know?
You know, they need to they need to cover those Seahawks receivers. You know, Rex Larson is always looking for that deep ball, and until the Cougars defense can prove that they can stop the pass game, there's going to be a lot of passing in this second half until the Cougars can prove it that the Seahawks need to start running the ball.
Yeah, we're going to go to commercial now.
The Rockfish Grill is a Northwest favorite, serving fresh local seafood, tasty wood-fired pizzas, and a large selection of signature sandwiches and burgers. They proudly pour 16 draft handles of Anacortes beer made right next door at the Anacortes Brewery. Family-friendly, live music every week. There's something for everybody at the Rockfish Grill. For more info, visit them on Facebook or at AnacortesRockfish.com. The Rockfish Grill and Anacortes Brewery on the corner of 4th and Commercial in beautiful downtown Anacortes.
The Action Club is a club for adults with disabilities. Every second Saturday of every month, the club holds an e-recycling event at the Frontier Building Supply at 1911 Commercial Avenue in Anacortes. You can recycle your computers, monitors, laptops, tablets, and televisions. The money collected from the e-cycle is used in several ways to benefit community service projects.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Go a few blocks into Old Town Anacortes and you'll find Dad's Diner. With breakfast and lunch served all day, you'll definitely find the perfect meal. All of their food is prepared fresh each day, from the delicious house salad with salmon to the savory BLT. Dad's Diner, open Tuesday through Sunday, is located on Commercial between 9th and 10th Street. Come on down and grab a bite.
When you buy or donate items to the Kiwanis shop, you are participating in this great local effort. But when you join or volunteer, you are doing much more. See you at the K-Shop.
At the Senior College, we believe that learning should never stop. Anacortes Senior College offers lifelong learning opportunities to adults over 50 in a relaxed atmosphere. No test or homework. ASC is ran by volunteers including retired college professors, scientists, artists, business and medical professionals. Fall, winter, and spring courses are held Tuesdays and Thursdays. For more information and registration forms, go to seniorcollege.org.
Welcome back, Seahawks fans. We're opening up the first half with the kick from Cooper Barton. Sends that down. Cougars back to receive. Wave it a fair catch. Cougar 25-yard line.
Yeah. Now, this should be the drive that kind of tells how the Cougars are going to do in this second half, see if they made some adjustments there on the offensive side, as they haven't had a whole lot of production for offense, but they're looking to kind of get it rolling in the second half, you know?
Absolutely. They have not had an answer for that front four from the Seahawks all night.
Yeah.
The pressure that they've been able to send.
Yeah. I mean, Seahawks have looked very good, but you never know. I mean, Seahawks scored 40 this quarter. Lakewood might be able to score 40
Here's
this
a snap.
quarter. So,
quarterback rolls out. He's scrambling. Breaks one tackle. He's got some blockers. And a loss of maybe 2 on the play. His quarterback, Josu Leon, I believe. We don't have a number 5 on our roster here, but that's about the closest. So we apologize if we are getting your name wrong. No, the Lakewood offense probably had to make some really big adjustments to have some answers, and as well as, you know, adjust on the defensive side of the ball. Here's the snap. Rolling out. Good pressure from the Seahawks. Dragged down by number 9. Or that's, excuse me, that's number 8, Braden Thomas, the basketball star at Anacortes High School.
Yeah, so the quarterback could also be Austin Wicker, as he is number 20 and number 53 normally. So that might be a possibility, as well as Nash SB or Porter SB as well. So we're not really sure who the quarterback is down here, but those are our best guesses. So we apologize to any Lakewood fans, as we say again that number 5 is not on our list, so we are kind of unsure of who that is, who's their quarterback.
There's
right
a
now.
false start on the offense there. They're going to be backed up 5, so now it is 3rd and 17 for the Cougars. Seahawk defense having time to get set up. Looks like they're going to be sending pressure here.
Yeah, and on these third downs, you don't want to give the quarterback too much time to think, otherwise he might be able to
There's
make a
another
shot.
false start on the offense. They're going to be backed up another 5, so it'll be 3rd and 22 now. It's like the Cougar team is starting to get frustrated here. This is not what you need when you're down this low.
Yeah, it seems as
This
if the
soon.
Seahawks are playing man-to-man relatively, maybe a cover 2.
They're running a cover 2.
Yeah, cover 2, just
The quarterback has nowhere to go, nowhere to pass to, and he's dragged down behind the line of scrimmage. Is now 4th and
a
maybe,
lot.
Yeah, fourth and forever.
4th and forever. So Lakewood brings on their punt crew. Kind of seen a pretty good amount of them this game, but
Yes.
Pretty good punts out of them, though.
Oh, absolutely. Number 80 back there. That is Kai Elwell doing a phenomenal job at the punt. See, he'll hold that there for a second and then really decide where he wants to place it. Arturo Varela back to receive. And that ball is going to roll
Pretty
to
far,
about
actually.
the Seahawk 47-yard line.
Yeah, so I mean, from back in your own end zone, about a 50, 55-yard punt. Pretty great for high school.
Yeah, very, very impressive. Unless, you may be down a lot, but that still doesn't mean that you don't try until that final buzzer blows. So, Seahawk offensive unit out on the field now.
Yeah, I think it looks as if maybe the Seahawks are bringing in their freshman quarterback, Micah Dickinson here, actually. Oh, excuse me, that's not who is in. He's in, actually.
He's in. That is Jake Andrew, the sophomore. But Micah Dickinson, the freshman, number 19 there, gets a good pass there, and he's able to get a first down.
Excuse us, actually, that is Cooper Barton.
Is that?
Yeah,
Oh.
so, yeah, number 19 is Cooper Barton. We get a little bit mixed up here. It's a little bit hard to see, but
It is.
yeah, Cooper Barton with the first down. Great job from him.
The kicker for the varsity squad here.
Yeah.
But also able to catch a ball there and get
he's-
some yards afterwards.
He's definitely not only a kicker, he does a great job playing wide receiver, as well as on top of that, he's actually pretty good on the defensive side as well. So,
And number 24 out there, Deshaun Cootie at running back. He gets the ball there and just drives that sucker a couple yards. We gain about 4 on the play. Now, it does look like the Seahawks have decided to give some players that do not normally get the normal or a lot of varsity reps some chances here at the start of the first half, which is always nice. You come out here Friday nights, or you're out on the bus and you drive all that way and you stand on the sideline. That's not always a whole lot of fun, but giving these guys a chance to prove themselves, why they should be moved up on the depth chart, always nice. Here's the snap, another handoff to Sean. Another gain of maybe 3 or 4 on the play. And a big pancake there downfield from the guard in the center. That's Garrett Bickley, the guard, and Maxwell Olson, both seniors. No, you can just see the depth that the Seahawks squad has. Even these players that don't maybe not play all the time on the varsity, still able to execute at the varsity level, just speaks dividends to the time and effort that these coaches put into their players.
Yeah, Seahawks doing a pretty good job of driving down the field right now.
Andrew looks to keep the balls there, and he picks up a first down. First down for the Seahawks.
Yeah.
Into Cougar territory.
The Lakewood Cougars doing a pretty good job actually this drive. Doing a good job of kind of slowing down the Seahawks offense. You know, they got to that third and very short. Couldn't come up with a stop there, but you know, their defense is showing a little bit more promise this half.
Definitely. Number 33 in the backfield there. That's Felipe Luvanos, a senior. Andrews with the pass. Throw to number 2. That's Carson Ports. He's been seeing a lot of looks tonight. They like him on that jet sweep. You know, just get him the ball and let his legs do the work. Give him a couple blockers out in front, and that's an easy 20, 25 yards each time. Andrew's still out there for quarterback.
Yeah,
second and 2.
Wouldn't surprise me if he's out there for the rest of the game.
No.
Yeah.
Would not. Here's the snap. Rolled out. Throw on the run. It's up there. And it is caught by the Seahawks receiver, but is not called a good ball.
Schaefer, wow, what a catch there.
Yeah. Just the athleticism there to get up there between 2 defenders. It's now 3rd and 2 for the Seahawks.
Andrew did a good job of just kind of flicking that ball and just floating it a little bit and letting Schaefer go up and get it.
Yeah, Schaefer's coming off the field now. Let's see, Deshaun Coutie's back in the game. Running back. He gets the ball, bounces it outside, and he's going to run it in for a touchdown. His second carry of the night, and that's a touchdown for the senior running back. What a way to have your senior night. Getting a touchdown under these Friday night lights on this beautiful field. We couldn't have asked for a better evening. Punt squad, or excuse me, PAT squad takes the field now.
Yeah, that's Deshaun Coutie's second rushing touchdown of the season. Yeah. Very, very exciting to see, your seniors performing, especially on senior night.
Yeah, just the skill at the running back position that the Seahawks have is, there's just too many people to say, you're a definite third string guy. There's the starter, and then there's, everybody else that can do the job just as well.
Yeah, 100%.
Oh, Cooper Barton able to nail that one home.
Yeah, they had some troubles in the first couple of PATs, but ever since then it's kind of been.
Went 0-2 for the first 2 touchdowns after the, trying to get that PAT. Went 0-2 in those.
But after that.
Yeah, have so far been able to put them through. That puts the Seahawks lead to 47-0 with just over a minute left in the third quarter here. You can see our band and student section there. Neon neon themed.
Yeah, Seahawks student section showing out tonight, you know.
I said in the first half, there's no other atmosphere like a student section on a Friday night game.
It's now Cooper Barton set to kick off again.
Lakewood ready to receive. Here's the kick. Nice deep line drive. Back to receive. Run it right up the middle. It's going to cut it back outside. Back inside. Slips a tackle. And forced out of, maybe not forced, there we go. Forced out of bound at about the 50. It's number 82. That's Bakary Sonko. Pardon me if I am pronouncing that incorrectly. But a very good, about 45-yard run there from the sophomore.
That might just be what what the Cougars need, you know, to kind of spark a drive to get them to score a couple points. Is just, you know, now they're in good positioning at the 50-yard line.
Definitely a lot of things they can do here. A bit of a tighter formation. Hand it off. Running back cuts it back inside, but dragged down by number 30. That is Adrian Castro-Kiger,
That
the
was
linebacker.
Number 46, Jackson Lovell with the carry there. Some decent yards from him.
Yes, just what this Cougar squad needs late in the game. You know, if these claw their way back in just a little bit.
It's now number 12.
Defense showing pressure. Here's the blitz.
Evan Stacy's
picked
also
up very
back.
well. Evan Stacy looks to throw, and it is batted down on number 21. That's Jake Andrews, the quarterback we saw last possession. Beautiful play by the sophomore there. Great coverage. And it is now 3rd and 5 for the Lakewood Cougars. Looks like there may be a overload on that left side there with your receivers, and there's a timeout, or excuse me, end of the first quarter, or third quarter. Pardon me.
Yeah. So from that quarter, you know.
Hey, I need a hot and ready pizza. I'm racing against the clock. Thanks.
Where are you? Walk in and walk out at Little Caesars with hot and ready slices and steaks from 4 to 8 p.m. Pizza.
The Rockfish Grill promises tasty, and in their 20 years as a Northwest favorite, they've delivered. Home to their famous fish and chips, wood-fired pizza, juicy pub-style burgers, and a 7-barrel brewery that keeps the town talking. There's something for everyone at their locally owned restaurant and brewery. Outdoor seating is available, as well as many to-go options. You can even bring home cans and growlers of their select beers. For the full menu, check out their website at anacortesrockfish.com. The Rockfish Grill. It's a catch!
Behind every great Anacortes club and team, there's an unspoken hero. People that get us our team gear, organize our team dinners, and support us in everything else we need.
And a big play there by the Cougars. It's like a gain of about 15 yards, excuse me.
Yeah, Cougars doing a good job of establishing their running game, you know, in the late third quarter and now the fourth quarter, as that kind of seems like they're running the Seahawks defense down a little bit.
Definitely. Definitely. Put some points up on the board at least. Let's see. Cougars in motion. Looks like there's a false start on the play. Maybe on the Cougars. Like that receiver may have gone into motion too quickly.
Yeah, an unfortunate false start for the Cougars. It sort of seemed like they were starting to get something going there.
Yep.
But
it's now 1st and 15.
Motion.
Seahawks send pressure. There's quarterback Evan Stacy with a good carry there, brought down by a couple of Seahawk defenders. Yeah, we've not seen a lot of that tonight from Cougars quarterback Evan Stacy, looking very mobile in games past, but the Seahawks have planned for a lot of those plays. They like their screen plays and their mesh formations, and Evan was able to sense that pressure quickly, but just this Seahawks blitz is just overwhelming, it feels like. The Seahawks able to bring the ball carrier down with a gain of maybe 1 yard.
Yeah, they did a good job of recognizing the jet sweep there and getting to it before, he takes that corner.
Yeah. Just how disciplined the Seahawks defense is. They're never flying upfield and, missing a tackle. They're always sitting down, getting that read in, and then going. Evan Hopp's coming off the field now.
So now it's
junior.
3rd down as the Cougars are looking to convert here.
Motion. Handoff. It's like to be a bit of a fake play here. Could be pass interference. Yep, there's the flag there. See, that's number 33. That's Felipe Luvanos. It's a bit of a preemptive tackle there.
Yeah.
Just not what you need in a situation like this. Teams close to your red zone and give them a free yardage like that.
When that was kind of a trick play, is obviously that jet sweep. He goes into the throw, and if you're supposed to be covering your guy, and you kind of bite on the jet sweep because you think he's not going to throw it, that can be a little bit scary. As if he would have completed that throw, that might have been more yardage, but Felipe,
Yeah, exactly. So the Cougars are now on the Seahawk 15-yard line.
This is the
first and 10. The closest they've been all game.
First time in the red zone.
Evan Stacy looks to carry, and here's just short of a touchdown. Looks like it's going to be 1st and maybe 2, 1st and goal on the 2-yard line. See, at this point, at this score differential, Seahawk student myself, but I'm always gunning for the underdog. And here we go. That is number 82, Bakary Sonko, with the running touchdown. His first of the night and the first points for the team tonight.
Yeah, we like close games, and it's always good to see the the losing team kind of just put together a drive there. They
Absolutely.
did a good job, as now they got 6 on the board at the moment.
Yeah, first time the PAT squad's been out for the Cougars.
It's Dylan Kirkpatrick for the kick,
and a muff snap, dragged down by number 25. That is Tyler Olson, sophomore. So the Seahawks now lead 47-6 with 7 minutes and 30 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Still a very strong crowd out here tonight, even with the bit of the blowout. These games aren't a whole lot of fun to watch when it's the Seahawks get the ball and they score type of situation. Like Parker mentioned earlier, we really like those closer games, those back and forth. Just who's gonna win. Keep you on your edge of your seat. They're a lot more fun to announce too.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that.
speaking of announcing, the Anacortes High School AHS Live, you can find us on YouTube. We'll be broadcasting home sporting events. The next football game is October 7th. That is our homecoming game against Seahome.
Yeah.
Bit of a rivalry game there. One of the only in-conference teams the Seahawks played last year, and
they actually lost that
game.
They
lost.
So.
Yeah, it was a very close game, and it was. And excuse me, the Cougars look to go for an onside kick here. Maybe. Yep, onside kick. Seahawks are able to receive. So they will get the ball on their own 48-yard line.
Yeah. This now looks to be Jake Andrew talking to Coach Ports down there. Rex Larson also giving him probably a couple words of wisdom as he's been out there a little bit too.
Yeah, words of encouragement.
It's good to see, quarterbacks, discussing and seeing that Rex is, really being a leader out there and talking to his younger backup, Jake Andrew.
Yeah, and that's what separates good quarterbacks from great quarterbacks, is that ability to teach their other position guys. You may have some guys say, man, he's almost, this guy's close to taking my spot on the field. I don't want to tell him anything, but real shows real character and respect from Larson there, willing to give advice and encouragement. So the Seahawks are 2nd and 8 at the Cougar 49-yard line. See, that's Evan Hops there out at center. They may be resting the starter, number 64, Max Olson. Motion, handoff, outside zone here, drag down, maybe gain of 1 on the play.
It's number 20. We do not have him on our roster. I think they said Colza Harris.
Yep, Colza Harris. That's right. Very very talented lacrosse player in the spring. All conference face-off at the end of last season as a sophomore, going into his junior year, looking to do it again in the spring.
Yeah, a lot of these Seahawk athletes are not just one sport athletes. A lot of them, they excel in other sports as well as,
Andrews looks to carry, cuts it back inside, flag down on the play, drag down about the 36-yard line. Flag maybe on the Seahawks. Yep. Looks like it was a holding penalty. Gonna be backed up a little bit here.
Yeah, as I was saying, they do excel on the football field, but also academically we have a pretty good amount of kids on our roster that have over a 3.5 GPA as their names are starred. A couple to mention: Hayden John, Landon Schaefer, Brady Beater. Those. Coach Ports. I don't know. I'm sure he definitely values them being able to play.
Oh, absolutely.
On Friday.
Absolutely. He always notifies his players that, game day's coming up, it's game week preparation, and if you're struggling in a class, just ask for help. Don't try to do this on your own, and try to make practice and get that that paper in by the end of the night, and then be whooped before the game. He sets his priorities straight with academics and athletics. Seahawks punting tonight. Hayden John brings it outside.
Yeah,
high punt.
Kind of looks like he was maybe thinking about
running it there. Picked up by Braden Thomas.
Kind of looked like he was thinking about doing the same thing, taking off towards that right sideline, but makes the decision to punt.
No. Seahawks did that late in the first half. Will now be Cougar ball on the 22-yard line. Seahawks defense getting set up now. Bit of a tighter formation from the Cougars. Man in motion. He gets the ball. And caught up behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 on the play.
I think that was Colza Harris coming flying in and making that tackle.
Colza Harris, the tackle from the backfield to stop him dead in his tracks.
Yeah.
It's like Staley Moore as well in on the tackle to bring him down. Is now 2nd and 11 for the Cougars on their own 22-yard line.
So we've got about 2 minutes left in this game. We'll be looking to see if Lakewood can maybe make another drive down the field and score again before this one is over.
Definitely. Cougars motion again. Quarterback Evan Stacy takes it up the field.
Yeah, he's been doing a pretty good job this half of 2, using his legs.
Absolutely. Can be frustrating for players like that who, you know, they bear the weight, especially the quarterbacks bear that weight of the team on their shoulders, and you're on the receiving end of this type of, you know, scoring situation. It takes a lot, and that speaks about Evan's character there, just to, you know, never give up, you know, always playing at 100%. He throws here. Ball is caught.
Nice screen pass there.
Yes. To gain maybe 7 yards and a first down for the Cougars. Ball is now on the 35-yard line. No, this Cougar squad has not given up this entire game. They come out every possession looking to, you know, at least get down the field. Handoff here. He's got blockers getting tripped up a little bit. Gain of 4 or 5. No, this Cougar squad has not shown any signs of wear or tear or given up. They've been fighting this entire game with 16 seconds remaining now, the 4th quarter.
As now Felipe Luenos comes off.
Yep.
He appears to
maybe have received a bit of an injury there, the far side of the field.
Hopefully it's probably just a cramp.
Yeah,
but
running and walking under your own feet, that's good for, you know, shows signs of a hopefully speedy recovery. We have a timeout now.
With 16 seconds left in this game, it's just about wrapped up, but as you mentioned, Jacob, the Cougars still fighting.
Absolutely. Speaks about the team culture as a whole, to be down this much and still trying to put points up on the board. You know, I've been at the receiving end of this many times in sports careers, and I'm sure you have too. You know, it's not a whole lot of fun, but just to keep fighting and to just keep that spirit, you know, like I said, just speaks about the culture of the team.
Yeah.
Still 16 seconds left. Ball's on the 40-yard line. Here's the snap. Quarterback rolls out, looking to throw on the run. High pass just over the receiver's head. Looks like this will run the clock out for tonight. Yeah.
Yep.
There you have it, folks. Final score, Seahawks 47, Cougars 6. A hard-fought game through and through on both sides. We wish all players from each team the best of luck in the rest of their season. We thank everybody for tuning in tonight of our first football broadcast. We will have another one on October 7th against Seahawks High School. That is our homecoming game, so we hope to see you again then. Until then,
be looking for other broadcasts as well. Anacortes High School sports. We don't just do football. We also do other fall sports such as volleyball, girls soccer. So be looking out for those broadcasts too throughout until later on.
Yeah, agreed. Well, my name is Jacob Dickinson.
And I'm Parker Mong.
And we appreciate your time here.